The NASA coalition maintains there is a plot to rig the August vote. The opposition coalition says that aside from the police, the military has been deployed in parts of their strongholds in Kisii, Migori, Homabay, Kisumu, Kakamega and Bungoma ahead of the election. NASA's latest claims come as the IEBC challenged politicians and political parties to identify security officers in the list of the returning officers that the commission has now released.
NASA is stepping up its claims of a scheme to rig the presidential election, with fresh claims that for a second time rope in the military. The coalition alleges plans to deploy the army in many of their strongholds to intimidate voters there to vote for Jubilee or subdue their supporters to stay home on election day.
The plan, if it comes to pass, will have the undesirable effect of dividing our military along ethnic lines, with regrettable consequences for this country.
They claim to have details of how units from the Lanet and Gilgil will be deployed to Kisii, Migori and Homabay, and those from Nakuru to Kisumu, Siaya, Kakamega and Bungoma.
We have seen that the Jubilee government is also trying to import military and police hardware at this time when we are just about to go into election.
Their claims follow those made by NASA presidential candidate Raila Odinga yesterday, listing some 42 police officers who are allegedly collaborating with the ruling party and who've been trained as returning officers, clerks and party agents in a supposed election rigging plot.
I challenge Honorable Raila Odinga that if it is true, or he still believes that these officers are to be used as presiding officers, he has the names, and I think IEBC has the names of their presiding officers. They will be able to check to find out if any of these officers is going to be any polling station.
The IEBC is also pushing back on these claims. Commissioner Roselyn Akombe said they have already released their list of returning officers countrywide and challenged politicians and political parties to point out any security officers from the list. IEBC says all election officers have been warned of consequences, including criminal prosecution, if they flout any electoral laws. They've also had cybersecurity experts from top global technology companies to help guard against breaches. Meanwhile, NASA co-principal and Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka took his campaigns to Makueni County, where he asked residents, especially the elderly, not to give out their IDs. He claims the provincial administration were buying them in their strongholds.
Even now, kama umejiandikisha kura, endelea na kucheck kama kura yako ni mahali ulijiandikisha.
NASA, who've often raised rigging claims against Jubilee, say they will go toe-to-toe with the IEBC tally of the presidential vote. Sheila Sendeo, NTV.